Today, my pre-med friends argued that you can get through engineering through memory alone. This conversation really pissed me off. My pre-med friends, biochem and biostats, told me they believe you can make it through any undergraduate major through memory alone. Okay, you can make it through their undergraduate majors through memory alone. You cannot make it through an engineering major through memory alone. While this may be the case for some majors, I assured them this would not work for engineering. Thank you. The point of our major is to learn new ways to solve problems that have never been addressed before. Engineering is defined by our ability to create something new and solve problems in innovative ways. Our coursework is immensely difficult and takes more than memory to pass, let alone excel. They argued that in their experience as pre-med students, memory was the most important factor. I told them that the structure of their courses is completely different, but they just brushed me off. There isn't really a point to this post, but I want to rant about how angry this made me. Thank you for listening if you made it this far. Yeah, it's one of those things like, hey, just because you have an experience doesn't mean that's everybody's experience. You're not the center of the universe. Yeah, I'd say for biochem and biostats, yeah, memory is a big deal in those majors, which it makes sense, right? If you're especially if you're trying to become a doctor, part of becoming a doctor is you have to memorize and know a lot of things, and then you go into med school and you go into like your practicums and work as residents and you practice solving problems, right? That's where they do a lot of their problem solving education. They don't have to do as much of it as us engineering students do. And I think that's, they have to have such a broad and extensive knowledge background to kind of build off of for their career. And I'd say that yes, when you look at that and say, hey, yeah, maybe you can make it through your major with memory alone, but can you make it through residency? And can you make it through the MCAT? And can you make it through med school through memory alone? Through residency through memory alone? I don't think so. Engineering is preparing you to excel in the field, right? And you have to practice solving problems. That's how engineering works, and all good engineering courses are designed to kind of help you grow that muscle in problem solving. And most engineering exams, you're if it's a good exam written by a very thoughtful professor, then your questions on your exam will be really a question that you've never really seen before. You may have to apply some similar concept that you've applied before, but many exams that I took in engineering school, the problem was I had to solve it in a way that no practice problem that I had done before, no singular practice problem that I'd done before aligned with the solving structure of that problem that I was solving. I usually have to apply my understanding of concepts in a new way that I'd never had to apply it before. And that's the unique aspect of an engineering major. Whereas I feel like in other majors, there is a lot more like, hey, as long as you've memorized and know what the thing is, then you'll do well on your exam. Engineering school is you have to memorize and know how to solve things, but also you have to have practiced solving things and have a deep enough understanding that you can then use your understanding to solve a different type of problem. And that's the unique aspect of an engineering major. So no, you cannot make it through an engineering major on memory alone. And your friends, the world does not revolve around them. They are wrong. And yeah, you said there's not really a point to this post, and I guess there's no real point to my rant either. I guess I'm just going off of the same, the same, uh, the same diatribe that you're going off of. I'd say at the same time, also, the difference between your major and their major is biochem and biostats. Usually, you really can't do much with a biochem and biostats undergrad. I guess there are very specific jobs that you can do. Engineering degree, you can come out of engineering school and go and be an engineer. With those majors, the intention is to then build towards something else, either grad school, very detailed research in one way, or going to med school, and that's reflected in the way that the majors prepare you for the next step. Is one prepares you for working, and one prepares you for more school and more education. So, okay, that's my take on this one. I'm going to take a little bit of break. I'll be right back.
Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.